Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a collaboration for you with the lovely Susie Style. So we had a little chat about things and we decided to do a wearable summer look. Now she's got hot weather going on anyway. Fortunately she has aircon. We don't. And at the time I said, well, it's been raining here, so you know, no issues. And now it's boiling because we're getting a heat wave. Would happen, wouldn't it? Anyway, so I'm going to use these two palettes. And did I say it's a wearable summer look? I think it did. Anyway, Susie is a lovely YouTuber. She's been on YouTube for quite some years now. And she does all things taste tests. She does trying new makeup and other skincare products and everything like that. She's wonderful. She's really good. She lives in Florida and she's just, you know, she does vlogs and everything. She's really versatile. So if you enjoy my content, you're going to love her content. Right then, so I'm going to start first with this P. Louise Rumour base, and I'm going to do the crease today, but because I don't usually, you know, well actually I have done for a few times now, and so what I'm going to do is just pop this on quickly because everybody's seen people do that. So you've seen me put base on, so it's nothing, you know, you haven't seen before. Oh, honestly, if I pause this video a few times, if you get a few jump cuts, it's because I've had to put the big fan on. I've got the window open, so if you hear some stuff, you know, I'm sorry about that. I have to have some air. If that one is the only thing in the window, you know, I'll go with it. So, base on. So I'm going to use this brush here. It's a double-ended. One side is just like a flattish, bit more puffy brush, if you know what I mean, fluffy, and the other one's just a little tiny ended flat one. So I'm first going to go in with this Makeup Obsession Flower Haze palette. Just has all these colours. Now I'm not going to particularly tell you what shades I'm using, I'm just going to go in. So I'm going in with this orange shade here. Now I'm only going to tap in very lightly because it's really warm and I don't want it to melt too quickly because makeup melts. That's why this is a wearable summer look. It will probably melt off your face, but not as quickly as using a full coverage foundation and all of that. So I don't go in too heavy. It's just like a wash of colour rather than a full-on opaque colour, which I do. It's very dark in here today. I might open the blinds. That's better. I usually just pop that on like that, and as you can see, it's just a light wash. And give it a good tap off. I went in a bit too heavy-handed then. I've done a few looks for this collab and I decided on this one. So I've known about this collaboration for a few weeks, I think, isn't it, Suze? And yeah, I've been going in with different looks to see what I fancy doing. Just dabbling. And I wasn't doing the crease, and then I thought I'd do it. Because I don't usually do that. I have been going in a lot of times just doing the lid. So I like watercolour, nothing too crazy. You'll have to forgive my hands. I decided today's going to be the day they're going to shake, so this might take, I might jump cut this just so you ain't watching me trying to get it right with these shaky hands. It doesn't look like it on camera, but believe me, I can feel the shake. I haven't got Parkinson's, I don't think. Yeah, if you're from the UK, hasn't the weather been absolutely stifling? Oh my goodness, sleeping last night, oh my. I ended up, because you can't sleep under a duvet, you just can't. So I ended up popping on an empty duvet cover and just sleeping under there last night, and it was so much better. And I ended up sleeping quite well in the end. A couple of nights I haven't slept really great. Duvet's gone on off, on off, on off. Because I'm weird, you see, because I can't just sleep on the bed without no covers on. I have to have something on. I'm weird. If I have a nap, I'm fairly okay with that. But when it gets to evening time, or for me, early morning, I can't do it. I don't know why. I just seem to struggle with nothing on me at all. I've always been like it as well, even as a small child. Small child, yes, we're all small. As a child, I was like that. My mum said I was always that way. And I don't like my feet uncovered anyway. I don't like a draft. I can't do that thing. Neil can sleep with his feet uncovered and it doesn't bother him. Me, I can't do it, so I struggle. Okay, I'm going to just try and get this as neat as possible off camera because, you know, shaky hands and all that, it can be a bit more tricky. I manage it, I'll always manage it. So I'll see you in a moment. Sorry about that, I forgot to press film again. Actually what I'm doing is going in with this yellow shade there and I'm just blending out the edges. So I'll just, so it pops on a little yellow but as a light wash. All my hands did choose today to do the shakes. I hasn't done it all week and now it's decided we're doing it. So as you can see, it's a bit more blended. Yeah, my hands, I decided to shake like a bitch, basically. I'm just going to pop my hand up the brush a bit. Gives me more control. With these hands you need to grab the brush a bit lower down. Okay, so there's that. So I've finished the crease shade now, so what I'm going to go in with is the other palette, because this is the LA Dreams by Makeup Obsession, and I'm going to use, now I used the pink yesterday, let's see, yeah, that's the one. I'm going to use that colour there, which is a pinky colour. It's kind of like a pinky mauve. I do dip in a bit with that. And I'm just going to pop that on the lid. I wish I could have that big fan on now, but I'd annoy you like crazy because it's very loud. It's not like this one over here, it's a little one, you know, it's just not too loud at all or in your face, but that one over here is 50 inch. I'm sorry, I'm spitting everywhere. That one's 50 inches and yeah, it makes quite a noise. I have noticed on my channel of late, my algorithm, I don't ever say I understand the algorithm, but it turns out that the most people that watch my channel, my videos, are the ones that are not subscribed. So, you know, if you do press the subscribe button, it's free, it's not costly, it won't cost you anything. You know, just press subscribe and you'll be notified when I upload new content if you press the little bell. And if you've been unsubscribed to my channel and you didn't do it, it turns out YouTube are back in that game again and unsubscribing you from channels. So just check you're subscribed. Now I don't want to talk about subscribing and all of that because I'll never put any force on anyone. Right, I'm just going to pop that now on with my finger just to make it pop a little more. And if you're new to my channel, I never use the palette mirrors hardly because I can't handle it. I like a smaller mirror. Can't use big mirrors to save my life. So I'm going to do my base now, and I don't use primer because it doesn't do anything for me, so I don't bother with it now. I'm going to go in with two things here. Now, the first thing I'm going in with is the Photo Focus from Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation, and also just a general facial moisturising cream. I've chosen the Cyclax Aloe Vera Revitalising Cream. So what I do is I don't use any sponges or anything like that. What I tend to do, because it needs to be wearable and foundation could be quite heavy, is just pop on little dots like that. And then make it like a tinted moisturiser. Now this looks green, but believe me, it doesn't go on green. So if you're hoping it's going to be a colour corrector for redness, it's not going to work. So then I'll pop on the moisturiser. I've already moisturised today. I'll use this. I like this cream a lot. It's nice and light, especially for this weather, because you do. I don't know about you, but I don't like anything heavy on my face, even with skincare this weather. Just pop a few dots here and there. It's in my hands. And then what I use is my hands. And let's pop that ring around a bit. It's twizzling. And then just rub it in. Wow, not pale and pasty there. Goes like. Well, he said on one shade away from ghost, so I didn't have to prove it, did I? I never noticed this do that unless I'm on camera, so I never noticed that happen before. I'm on camera, so you know all the lights and everything. While I'm in light, that's all the lights. I'm glad it is only one ring light, because that makes things hotter. Believe me, that ring light alone. So I just bring it down my neck a bit, and that's all I do. So you know, you don't want nothing too heavy in this heat, because it will slide off. So I'm going just up in it. Nearly went. Now I'm going to use this Oso W7 sensitive concealer. Still got it. It feels like it's a bottomless tube. I thought it was emptying, and it's not. So I'll just pop a dot there, a dot there, one on my nose. I don't know why I do that. One at each side of my nose because I've got redness, and just throw that over there. I've got my makeup box thing there, and so with the finger I just pat it in, and then once all this is patted in, I will go in with the sponge just to finish it. I do like to go in with the sponge afterwards. Because sometimes it isn't so well blended. And I popped on way too much there. I always seem to overdo that a bit. You think I'd learn by now, but apparently not. Right, I can solve that. So here's little squeege. So just go in my beauty blender. It's already damp. And just try and tidy that outer edge up a bit. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, because normally I'm better at it. Today's the day where that outer edge thing doesn't go as well as it should. Every day is different. As you see, I've actually blended that out now. There we go. So now that's done, I can pop in this. That needs a clean. So I blended that out, and now I'm just going with this powder. Now it's not the Ciate one, I'm just using the container because it's a Revolution baking powder in the shade Lace. So I've got a bit left, it's still going. I'll just tip it out a little bit into the tray thing. Now I'm going in with this little brush. Now I was going in with a bigger brush for under the eyes, and I changed it up a couple of days ago, and just dab it on, and then I will work it in a bit, because otherwise it will crease like a something else. I'm not going to say it. And then around my nose. So now I've used that little brush, I can go in with my big puffy brush and do the rest of my face. So try not to dab in too much. Now I'm dabbing it off again, I'm finding that a little better, so I'm doing that again. You know, I've done my own masterclass and then I'll change it up. So not too much. I'll just pat it into my skin, and then I'll buff it in. My hair's going crazy again. And in this heat, I often put my hair in a bun. Often. Because my hair is very long and it just balks me if it's even in a ponytail and hanging down at the back. It just balks me. So I tend to just pop it in a bun. So now the powder's done. So now I'm going to go back in with my palette with the original orange shade, and I'm going to clean that brush so I don't put shimmer on the lower lash line. Just tap the brush in. And then what I'm tending to do is put this on to the middle part of my eye, like that. Do the same with the other side. And just get it as close to the lash line as possible. So, sorry, I'm covering my face. Pat it on like that. And then I'm going to go in with the same yellow shade I used and do the inner part. Some of these colours are pressed pigment, and I think these two are, I'm not actually sure. It does tell you on them, it's got a star next to it. So if you wonder on your palettes why there's a, I'll call it a star, I'm sure there's a proper name for it. On the shades, some of the shades, it's because it's pressed pigment most times. Just buff this in. Now I need to do the inner corner. Now I've got to remember what I use. I think it's the LA Dreams. Yes, it is. On the inner corner, I'm going to, no, that's all I did. On the inner corner, I'm going to use that mint green. Now, it's not matte, so it's not a shimmer, it's sort of in between. So, if I get the right brush, I'll get this little small-headed, flat kind of brush. Technical terms, you know. Where's my mirror? Oh, it's in my hand. So I'm going to lightly brush under my eyes just in case I've got a bit of fallout. Go into that mint green, and then I'm going to just pop that on the inner corner. Just for a little pop of colour. Yeah, that looks nice, I like that. I don't put that in the brow bone though. I think it's a bit too much for that. There we are. All done. See, that don't take very long. Right, I'm going to leave that palette there because I'm going to be needing it again when I've done my brows. Hate doing brows. Really hate doing brows. Even though I do them different and they kind of look a bit better sometimes. It depends how mad I go. Sometimes I make a mistake and all of that. So let's see if I can make this right. So I have another palette over here. And this is because it's got a dark brown in there, which is called Tones. And this is the Revolution Chilled palette with Cannabis Sativa. And if before you think my eye is a kite, it's not got any active ingredient of cannabis, so you know it's not going to do that. And I've got hair all over my spoolie. Lovely. So I brush through my brows, and I haven't tidied them today, so just ignore that. I forgot to do it. I meant to do it last night and I didn't. Where's this little spoon gone? Aha. So what I do then is I pop on that cool tone brown there, and I just run that through the browser with the spoolie. And this is the new way I've been doing it. So I just stick that spoolie in like that, and I just run it through, because I haven't got much brow hair. Unfortunately, the mistake I made when I shaved most of this brow off is growing back a bit. Must be careful doing that next time and don't shave it off. All the things I do, honestly. So I don't normally take it right down to the end, but I do that kind of thing. So it looks like there's a bit of colour there, but it's not mental. Until I go in with the brush to finish the little gaps, and then it will look stupid. Sometimes it can look ridiculous, I grant you that. When you start doing YouTube, you realise some things don't look as good as you thought they did. I've never been good with eyebrows anyway. Mainly because I plucked them to death when I was in my, I'd say early 20s, and yeah, they don't grow back. They just don't. Once your eyebrows are plucked, they will be F-U-C-K, E-D. Look at me trying not to swear. Now, if you're wondering where the vlog's gone, it's because I haven't filmed it yet. I didn't have the greatest fortnight, to be honest. And I will talk to you about that. I'm going to film that probably later, because I don't want you to see this makeup before this video goes out. And I'm not sure whether it's going to go out before this video or not. So if I remove the makeup, then nobody will notice. You all know now, don't you? Well, I'm just going to tap in with this angled brush here, and I'm going to just do as light as I can of a filling, because I do have sparse areas, and I'm going to just do the tips. And then what I'm going to do today is, well, I'll finish the makeup for this, obviously, but today I have another Emma Kenny video to watch, because she did a new one yesterday, and at evening time I don't tend to watch them because I don't tend to have concentration that lasts up to that point. I really don't. I've got so many crime channels subscribed to now. My goodness. Right, as you can see, that is a bit shocking. I can't do anything about it. It is what it is. So I'm going to go in with this brush here, and it's a, you know, a flat eyeshadow brush, to be honest. Now, I find this alright for doing the highlighting the brow bone, I really do. So, going back in with the LA Dreams palette, going to use that shade there. It's sort of like a light goldy colour, sort of like a white gold, not a yellow gold. And I'm just going to pop some highlight on there, like that. Like that. And now It's mascara and eyeliner time. So what am I going to wear in eyeliner? Let's pop that palette there. Don't need it anymore. I wore a green yesterday, so I'm going to do that. And let's get this mascara out. It's not working for me right now. It's not the mascara, it's the heat, you know. It worked fine when it wasn't hot weather and my lashes were separating and looking longer and everything. It's not working at all right now. It's clumping, they're flat, they won't lift. It's annoying. But there you go. Right, I'm going in with this saffron eye pencil. Don't know a shade name. I cannot see one. Let's see. I don't think it has a shade name. It's just a bright green. And I'm going to do my waterline quickly with this for an extra pop of colour. Because it looks nice with that green, I think. I'm going to just pause a minute because I'm getting way too hot. So I'm going to use my Profusion Fakes Fibre Lash, I think it is, something like that. And I'm going to attempt this. Now, I only do my top lashes, I don't do the lower ones anymore. Wow, it's calling me a liar. It's working today. Oh dear. This can be tricky. The amount of times I've stabbed myself in the eye. It's calling me a liar. It's saying, I don't do that with the hot weather, what are you on about? And it's not gone the greatest, but it's gone better. Oh, on Sunday, it went flat, it went clumpy. I tried to put on more mascara and that was a mistake. It just went worse. I don't know. So the next thing that I'm going in with, now I pulled this back out on my declutter because I'm really liking those highlighty blushes rather than highlighter. And so I pulled this back out. So I'm going in with this. So I just tap in, tap off, and I'm just going to put that on my cheeks to add a little bit of colour. It's slightly highlighted, it's nothing major. Sometimes I can overdo it, like just then. I never know when to stop when it comes to blushes sometimes. Tend to bring it upwards now rather than on the cheeks, and it brings it down because, you know, 51 face changes. Yeah, actually I think that's okay, that's fine. And what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to actually wear a full-on lipstick. I'm going to pop this on, the P. Louise, dirty, P. Louise Protect Your Pout. And it's just a balm. dry my lips, and I just pop this on. And this will keep your lips hydrated for hours with one application. It's extremely good, really nice. Smells delicious. I want to eat it, I really do. So that is the look. So that is my wearable summer look. I'm very much looking forward to seeing your video, Susie. And thank you very much for collaborating with me. It's always lovely to collaborate with people, and I love collaborating with Susie. So that is a wearable summer look. That is what I do for summer, and it's nice, it's light, it doesn't slide off your face, it doesn't feel really heavy, unlike a product I've done a test of already, which I bought from Home Bargains, this pure BB cream. My goodness, that is like a foundation and not a BB cream, I have to tell you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do go and pop over to Susie's channel. I'm going to pop her video and also channel links in the description box for you. Please go and say hello. Please subscribe to her and tell her I sent you. And I will see you next time for another video. Goodbye everyone. Take care. Do all the good stuff if you want to. I do want to get up to that 500 though. I do. I really do want to get up to 500 subbies. So I will see you again soon. Goodbye.